there is another series model that's going to be at some point brought to light. People are thinking this August because really we're getting really late in the game. They have to kind of announce it soon.
Can we zoom in here?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Enhance.
All right.
Scroll up.
Let go.
Yeah, I've like.
What the dick does this mean?
It just. If you need to throw it in all directions.
Doing?
What
does this mean to me?
Advanced recycling.
We've got Bluetooth. We've got recycle. We've got
yin yang.
Yeah, we're gonna skeet, motherfucker. I don't know what that means. Followed by nom.
We can jump in. This one's pretty big. So Xbox Series X reportedly confirmed by controller packaging leak. I don't know if you saw this, Gavin. This was today. Anna Bankhurst, IGN.
Wait,
the article.
What is this article again? The Xbox Series X is confirmed? Oh,
so,
S.
Yeah, Series S. So that was the rumored. If you remember,
so is Series the name of?
I think so. Yeah. So going forward, it's Xbox Series whatever. I know. I don't feel the same way either. I don't like that name whole aspect of it. But yeah, so Xbox Series whatever would be the name going forward. The Series S is that long rumored Lockhart version where it was like a possibly all digital, possibly just like stripped down version of the Series X that's going to be cheaper. This kind of confirms that. So this is a leak today. Xbox Series S, Microsoft rumored second, cheaper next-gen Xbox may have been confirmed by a controller packaging leak. The Verge obtained photos of Xbox's next-gen controllers, and the packaging mentions both the confirmed Xbox Series X and the unconfirmed Xbox Series S, which has had a supposed codename in Project Lockhart for quite some time. Twitter user Zach_EXE was able to purchase his new controller on a resale site, and The Verge has verified it's a genuine next-gen controller. So yeah, there's pictures of the actual packaging ready to go.
I do appreciate that in this industry they give these people this shit in advance, because in my industry of hardware, we don't get any of this shit until after it's already out.
Yeah,
This would be so much more convenient.
Right, and it's yeah, but that's where potential leaks can happen by sending these out to people that aren't trustworthy or what have you. But yeah, so
I'd freak a leak. I'd leak all over. I'd be like Calvin, just on the back peeing on some sort of text that somebody doesn't like, Patriots or some shit. Anyway,
so the box itself, has this is where they spill the beans. So Xbox Series X/S, basically confirming there is another series model that's going to be at some point brought to light. People are thinking this August because really we're getting really late in the game. They have to kind of announce it soon.
Can we zoom in here?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Enhance.
All right.
Scroll up.
Let go.
Yeah, I've like.
What the dick does this mean?
It just. If you need to throw it in all directions.
Doing?
What
does this mean to me?
Advanced recycling.
We've got Bluetooth. We've got recycle. We've got
yin yang.
Yeah, we're gonna skeet, motherfucker. I don't know what that means. Followed by nom.
Well, yeah.
This thing's made of chocolate. Eat it. AA batteries comes with, so
I'm still I really fucking hate the AA batteries. And
they last so much longer than charging though.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the PS4 controller, the whole thing is that light drains so much of the power.
Yeah.
But if you were to remove that LED that just serves no function,
here's the other time. Every time I've ever bought AA's, it's always like a fucking pack, and I have nothing to do with these sons of bitches.
Yeah. And on Amazon, actually, it's now way easier to buy AA batteries, so there's really no issue. But in the past, I've always hated
these sons of bitches are still crazy expensive.
They are, yeah. At least with I can understand slightly the whole like raising price because you're getting a rechargeable thingamabob. But with these, it's like you still have to buy your own fucking batteries, but it's not any cheaper. But yeah, so this just on the side of the box is what leaks this whole thing. But it's been rumored for a long time as well. So,
I mean, it was kind of like semi-announced. So, I mean, it's nice that it's also Xbox One compatible. Windows 10, Android, iOS. That's good.
They're really letting you use these anywhere, and that's kind of with the whole mantra of this whole thing.
But as we were just discussing with this, because we were playing around with your VR a little bit, and I've always been wanting another button. And I know a lot of these people say we're not adding any more buttons because having this many buttons as is scares people away. But like back of the grip buttons, there are so many Pro controllers that have that. Just gimme.
Yeah.
Just gimme.
There was that PS4 add-on that I thought that they were going to add that to the PS5 controller. They ended up not doing that. But it's this little snap-on dongle thing that gives you those little pads. But yeah, do it. I mean, I don't see any issue with it. I don't think it would turn anybody away because if it's going to turn you away, then this controller in general is going to turn you away from buying something like this because there's already a ton of buttons.
Yeah, you're not even going to see the button in it's like saying people are scared of like the bumper.
Right. And so many people
it's like a trigger, but weird.
right. Well, I'm not gonna touch it. It's like
You can
everyone's
click
used to
the
it.
sticks. Actually, I feel like those took a little getting used to when they
did.
first came out.
And sometimes I do it unintentionally, like especially on the Switch with Zelda. I
Yeah.
always like would crouch or do something
Always.
weird
At
and
the
get fucked up.
worst time. You're in the middle of battle.
Yep.
You need to roll out the way.
Nope.
Not that you can roll in that game, but you need to get out of the way.
Forget your little shield thing.
I'm gonna crouch out of the way.
Yeah. So they don't see me, I'll survive. I found this tweet interesting just to put in this into perspective and see if you agree or disagree. But the Xbox Series S could turn out to be a really clever move by Microsoft, assuming it plays all the same games with similar graphical settings at 1080p. Resolution is overrated, and resolution reconstruction tech is getting better. Soon, almost no 4K game will run native 4K. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that idea. This is a Jeff Grubb on Twitter. Gotcha. Well, just the idea of like, is there a market for it? Because the whole Xbox Series X is trying to hit 60 frames per second 4K. Is there a market for maxing it out at 1080p for a cheaper console? Because are a lot of people going to notice or care that it goes from 1080p to 4K? I know with PC gaming, it's hard to actually jump past 1080p to go to 4K. It's like you need a really rigorous machine. And so it's like, I'm fine with 1080p on PC. So I feel like I'd be fine on console the same way. But
I think it's strange that like 1080p became the standard with the Xbox 360, and yet we haven't properly, like, 4K has been around for like a decent while, yet it hasn't fully become the standard yet.
It must be just that much harder to achieve. Maybe it's like a huge jump over 1080p.
It is. It's hard to stream. That's why like people are saying like if you're trying to stream in an 8K movie, how the fuck are you gonna do that?
Yeah, so much data at once that you need to process, and
so there's a lot of issues. And honestly, like for me, I was fine with. I do see a difference between 4K and 1080p. And much like 1080p at the time, I was just like, we don't need to go better than this. So maybe when I do get adjusted to 4K, I will eventually be like, yeah, 8K, that's the
right. And
that's the hot chocolate.
Well, that too was mentioning too, like there's, I guess the tech with up-resing or upscaling is so good now, you can take 1080p stuff and up-res it to 4K, and a lot of us don't know or don't care. It looks so much on par that maybe that's the route to take.
It is way better to do the reverse and downscale. Then it's going to look a lot more like a movie.
Okay. Yeah, and this is just in context with like if they create this separate console that can only do 1080p, it's not the end of the world because they could possibly up-res it, that kind of thing. Yeah. But and if they can offer a cheaper model in comparison with like the PS5, however that much is going to cost, like maybe they have a good way to battle them with this next gen coming up this holiday.
I'll be curious to see what I buy, unless we do finally upgrade me.
Your PC?
Upgrade my PC, yeah. Then I'm not buying anything.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I'll buy a PS5, but I didn't buy a PS4, and I'm just gonna borrow yours now.
Yeah, I'm down with that, Gavin.